I'm gonna put the corned beef in there.
Okay, well, what are you telling me for? Tell the camera.
So that
Okay. What's that look for?
I need to find some big Irish thugs to beat my husband. That's what that look is for. Shamrock towel. Are you feeling lucky? You better say yes, because we got married on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Good answer. Hi guys, welcome back to CJ's Keto Kitchen. If you are looking to eat yourself healthy one meal at a time, then you have come to the right channel. And tonight I'm making something very special for St. Patrick's Day, and it is going to be keto Irish hash. So come along with me and let's get started. So every year for St. Patrick's Day, I try and make something with an Irish theme. It's kind of become a tradition for me. And so I am going to be making an Irish hash this year, but I'm going to make it ketogenic. It's very easy and very delicious. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's discuss what you're going to need for the recipe today, because you do need to do a few pre-preparing steps. So I have half a small head of chopped green cabbage. I have 2 cups of rutabagas. Rutabagas are a root vegetable that is a hybrid of cabbage and turnips. I have peeled mine, chopped them, and boiled them. You are going to need about 1/4 of an onion that has been chopped. You can use any kind of onion that you would like. This is a white onion. You are also going to need about 1/2 pound of cooked corned beef. Now is the time of year to find corned beef. It's readily available in the grocery store. I cooked my corned beef in my slow cooker, and the directions to do that are always found on the actual corned beef package. I have chopped mine. I am going to begin by putting rendered bacon fat into my pans. I am going to be using 2 pans because I'm going to put a little bit of browning on my corned beef, and so I want it to be by itself for a little bit. But into both of my pans, I am going to be using rendered bacon fat. I really recommend it for using in any kind of hash or frying of cabbage. I find it really gives a depth of flavor. I keep mine in a keeper, and anytime that I cook bacon in the oven, I always put my fat in here to use later. My children also like cooking with it, so it is a win-win. So I have a large, shallow skillet that I am going to be starting my onions in, and I do my onions first because I like the depth of golden brownness it gets if I do my onions first in the bottom of my shallow skillet. In my other frying pan, I am going to put my corned beef and get it browning. If you are making this recipe not during the month of March when corned beef is on every grocery store aisle, you can indeed use canned corned beef any time of year. So you can see that my onions have already started to brown, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm now going to go ahead and place my rutabagas in here. Once again, these have been chopped up. I already pre-boiled them. They are a root vegetable that's a combination of cabbage and turnips. I have found mine at multiple grocery stores. They're usually at the end with other root vegetables and things like ginger and stuff like that. So if you cannot find rutabagas, you can use turnips in this recipe. So in keeping with the Irish theme, I am going to be using a little bit of green cabbage in my hash. If you don't care for cabbage, you could leave this out, but both CJ and myself are a big fan of fried cabbage. So I am putting in a half a head of green cabbage. You could use a cabbage mix, coleslaw mix in this for ease if you wanted, but I do prefer using fresh green cabbage for this. I would not recommend using a Savoy or something else that is generally found in Asian style food. I think that green cabbage holds up a lot better for this recipe. You could use red or purple cabbage if you preferred. So my corned beef has warmed through and has slightly browned, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the burner off and set it aside. So I am just occasionally moving around our cabbage to make sure that it is browning evenly, and it is. And we are basically waiting for it to get brown and a little bit fried, but I'm making sure to move it around occasionally so that our onions do not get overcooked. So when I make hashes or fried cabbage dishes, I like to keep the seasoning extremely simple because I want the flavors of the dish to really shine through. And I am definitely an aggressive seasoner, but for this particular dish, I'm going to be using salt, pepper, and garlic. And here I have the Kinder Blend, which is exactly those things. You can, of course, use them individually, and you can also season it to your own personal preferences. Okay, I am now going to put my corned beef into the rest of the hash to finish the dish because it is almost fully cooked. So we are just going to let this saute for another couple of minutes just so that all the flavors get combined, and then we will be ready to serve. So hash can be served any time of the day. You could have it for breakfast, you could also have it for dinner, it all depends on your tastes. Or you could have breakfast for dinner, which is a favorite of ours here at our house. But I am going to be serving our hash with an egg over the top. I'm a huge fan of egg gravy, CJ not so much, but I'm going to be making his just slightly soft. But if you like egg gravy, it is very ideal with this hash. Okay, here is our keto Irish hash, and I'm getting ready to serve it to CJ for a taste test. And he requested a little bit of caraway seed on his, so I'm gonna put some caraway on it. Look at you, you've got your shamrock towel. Are you feeling lucky? You better say yes, because we got married on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Can I do my taste test?
Yes, you may have some keto Irish hash, sir.
So it occurred to me that when I told you to put the caraway seeds on, I probably should not have told you that. I like caraway seeds, but I know they might take over the flavor of the
It's like
dish.
truffle oil.
It's good. I don't know why you're using potatoes. They aren't keto. No, I know these aren't potatoes. Yeah, I probably should have waited on the caraway seeds.
Okay.
Because they did kind of take over.
Okay.
Well, that's my fault. It's good. It's good flavor. I don't think I have really had corned beef until last year's recipe. But yeah, it's good. Nice treat. And I'm sure this whole runny egg thing is probably going to be good too if I were to actually break that yolk and eat it.
It's life-changing.
So I think people will like it, and I hope people enjoy it. It seemed like it was pretty easy to make once you did the pre-work that you had to have.
Right, and the idea is a lot of this would be leftovers because if you had corned beef already for the holiday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So see, I didn't even know that. Wow, that gravy is magical. Seriously, it is.
Good. It's got that nice rich umami.
Good job, baby. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.